I hate to break it to you, but those assets you're so frantically guarding, they aren't wealth. They're essentially just pending liabilities.
Wait, hold on. Are you insane? We're scraping by just to save every single penny for the future. How can savings possibly be a liability?
Because while you're counting pennies, the entire operating system of value is being rewritten. Welcome to the debate. We are dissecting Elon Musk's latest decree, Artificial General Intelligence by December 2026. He claims this will render traditional labor and the capitalism you cling to obsolete. But let's be very precise here. This isn't a prophecy. It is what you'd call a management command designed purely to inflate stock valuation.
You call it inflation, I call it a track record. Look, I get that the timeline sounds, well, aggressive, but we are talking about the man who normalized reusable rockets, who normalized electric vehicles when literally everyone said it was impossible. So if Musk says AGI and Optimus robots are coming to liberate us from the grind, I think we'd be fools not to listen. We aren't looking at a stock pump. We are staring down the barrel of universal high income. The real question isn't, is he lying? It's, what do we do when work becomes optional?
Work does not become optional. It simply mutates. And frankly, your faith in Elon time is a bug in your reasoning. December 2026 is not a technological reality that's derived from engineering. It is a distortion field. It's used to pressure engineers and secure GPU funding. Current large language models are just probabilistic parrots. They predict the next token in a sequence based on statistics. They do not possess the logic or the reasoning or the world model required to actually replace human cognition.
Okay, that is the standard skeptical take. I've heard it 1,000 times. But you're ignoring the exponential curve. I mean, 3 years ago, AI couldn't even draw a convincing hand. Now it's creating video. So even if he misses the date by a year, 2 years, the trajectory is locked in. If a model can code and write and analyze faster than any human, why are you so convinced it's just a parrot?
Because when the deadline hits and the mind isn't there, the definition will simply change. This is the bait and switch. Musk will redefine AGI from human-level thinking to, say, spatial capability. If a robot can carry a cardboard box from point A to point B without falling over, he will declare AGI achieved. It's just moving the goalpost to declare victory.
But from an economic standpoint, does the definition actually matter? Right? If a robot moves the box, the warehouse worker still loses his job. If the code compiles, the developer is still displaced. I mean, that is the crisis we need to solve, not the semantic purity of whether the machine has a soul. The economic revolution happens regardless of the engineering nuance.
You assume displacement leads to leisure. I am telling you it leads to what I call the maintenance paradox. Automation. It increases system entropy, that is, the disorder within the system. It doesn't reduce work. It creates complexity. So when these AGI robots glitch, or when the code hallucinates, who fixes it? Humans. We won't be liberated philosophers. We will be janitors for glitchy AI, perpetually fixing physical errors and debugging messy code. The economy just shifts from production to eternal maintenance.
That sounds like a transition period at worst, and honestly, I'd rather be a supervisor debugging a robot than the guy breaking his back lifting crates. But you're missing the bigger picture here. Musk isn't just automating Earth, he's building the exit strategy, Mars. This whole AGI push is the engine to build the resources for multiplanetary life. If things go wrong here, economically, environmentally, whatever, we need that backup drive. Mars is insurance for the species.
Mars is not insurance. It is resource theft. Run the return on investment calculation. Fixing the main server, Earth, is mathematically superior to building a tent in a vacuum. We have oxygen, we have water, magnetic shielding, all for free. Musk doesn't want Mars for humanity's safety. He wants it for control. He wants to be a king in a lawless jurisdiction. He is funneling Earth's resources to build a vanity project where he is the state.
That is an incredibly harsh interpretation of ambition. You're framing the desire to expand consciousness as theft. Maybe he just sees that humanity can't stay in the cradle forever, you know? We need a frontier, even if the timeline is aggressive. Isn't it better to have a vision of a post-scarcity future than to just manage the decline of this one? What happens if he's right? What if the abundance actually comes?
Then you will have bought a ticket to a hallucination. Musk is a generator of reality distortion designed to hack societal resources for his own game. There is no abundance coming, only a shift in who holds the wrench.
But we have to hope for...
Discussion terminated. Isolating the bug.